All right, this is the Cars Arrive app walkthrough video. So you're going to open up your Cars Arrive app, and then you're going to find the assign loads up here at the top. So you can scroll through your loads to see which one you're picking up. So right now I am in Toledo, Ohio to do this video. So I'm going to click on that one. It's going to open up the information on it. You can scroll down to view some other stuff. Sometimes the repo place will ask you for a bill of lading or a vehicle release. That's right here. You click on view. That's right there. You can share it to them via email, text message. If you're savvy enough, you can screenshot it and then do a cam scanner so you can PDF it and email it to them. That's what they prefer, really. But for this tutorial, we're just going to do the pickup inspection. That's down here at the bottom left. So you click on pickup inspection. Now it's asking you, see how it shows pending. Make sure you're in the 2016 Thor 4 Winds. Click that on. And this is where it gets kind of fun. So we're not a car, we're not an SUV, we're not a truck, we're not a van. So you scroll over, we're others. We're going to click on other. Now we need to verify that we're in the right van. So if you find a QR code somewhere, you can scan it with your camera, or you'll have to enter the 17-digit VIN number with the pencil, this pencil right there. So I know where the scan code is. So I'm going to hit the scan bar, and it's going to open my camera up. Now, they like to make sure that you're turned, so then you're going to find the scan, and that's it right there on the door frame. Now it says completed right there under vehicle verification, so it's been verified. The next item we need to do is we need to verify the mileage. So the mileage on this one is 22,286 miles on here. All right. So then we enter that. Now you can scroll down. I don't worry about any of this other stuff. Headrest, remotes, keys. I don't worry about any of that stuff. But you see how this pending right here, up here where loose item inspection still says pending. It's got to say completed in order for you to get to the next screen. So I don't worry about any of these loose items or any of these items. So hit save there. Now it says completed. Now you've got the vehicle inspection, start vehicle inspection starting from the front drive. Now one of the tricks is you got to have your rotation on your phone turned off. So make sure that is off to go to the next step. Then hit start. Now it's got over here in the top left, you can see where it says front driver. That's ready now for the pictures to take. So we're going to go to the front driver side. And the very first time you use the app, it's going to have a small tutorial for you. So you're going to take your picture of the front driver's side from this corner right here. Boom, snap your picture. Now you've got this options down here at the bottom to mark up where any of the damage that you note on this side of the vehicle is. I look for damage like to bumpers, mirrors, the top and the bottom. So you want to make sure that you mark anything that they can claim is driver damage. So you can see. So then you can just kind of scroll and you can see, you can highlight scratch, and then you can put a scratch where you think there's a scratch. It's like I think there's a scratch there. Everything else looks pretty good. You know, it's an older unit, so they're not going to ding you for stuff, but you want to make sure that you have your dents and everything marked on there. And then you've got this little arrow to go to the next screen at the bottom right. So you click on that arrow. Now you're on the rear driver's side. Fill the frame up. You don't need to be too far back, but you don't need to be too close. You want to make sure you've got it all inside the frame. And then you want to go in and mark any of the damage that you see, anything missing, anything that's broken, dent, anything. Like I'm not too concerned about anything that's on there. So I'm going to go up here to the top and click no damage. Now it's got the rear passenger side. You can take that picture there. Now over here, I can see at the very top there's tons of scratches, which is very common on the passenger side. So I'm going to mark scratches up all along that whole side up at the top. People they miss and they get the trees. So, and then I look at the bottom, a lot of the top, any kind of dents. I don't see any dents or anything like that. So then I'll hit the arrow button at the bottom to scroll to the next, which is the front passenger. We're going to take a picture of the front passenger, mark any damage that we see, which I don't really notice anything, so I think that's good. I'm going to mark no damage. The next one, it says it wants a picture of the odometer, so we're going to come inside the vehicle real quick, take a picture of the odometer setting for them, which is pretty dang dark. And on this one, we're going to mark no damage on the top. Now this one is for additional pictures if you think there's anything necessary that you want to have the auction notice, like anything that's really related to the damage that could be, yelled at to us that we caused that damage. Don't put things like it's junky or anything like that. They don't really care. Now you've got the screen will pop up. Hit submit. This is your last step. Your origin or agent name up here. So just put your name in there, and then you have to put your signature in. So just scribble some kind of signature and then hit done. Now it's processing and it is in the system as picked up. That's it. Same process to do delivery. If you've caused any damage when you deliver, the same process all over again. You'll hit delivery inspection, and if you've caused any damage, then you'll want to note that damage at that point. So most likely you'll hit no damage on every picture that you take. Good luck, be safe, have fun.